Question everything for the truth should not be televised. And that's for sure. So when we look at school, for instance, school is highly important, especially when it comes to the next generation of leaders and innovators when it comes to our communities. And when you look at the circumstances of our curriculum, school curriculum, and the programs that go to the schools, most of these curriculums and programs don't represent our plight as Aboriginals of America. It don't represent our economic issues on how we got into the position that we in and who put us in the position that we in and how it actually going to be able, how we going to actually be able to work to get out of those issues. This is a reality. We haven't moved economically in the last 150 years from what Dr. Claude Anderson say, our beautiful elder who actually do work on this. So when we think about the school curriculum, should the school curriculum represent our situation, our plight, and our problems in our community, so that way the children growing up to be adults through these schools have awareness on what issues that we need to attend to and deal with as a whole in order to bring our people into a better economic circumstance? Because at the end of the day, at this point, we're divided on all issues, not really understanding our own issues and our own plights in our community based off of the schools teaching our children, but not teaching them our issues. They're teaching them in the form of putting everybody in the same bowl as if everybody have the same plights and been through the same problems. No, we've been POW and enslaved on our own land. We've been economically deprived and cut out of society economically on purpose. We the ones that been Jim Crow lawed. We the ones that been redlined, race rioted out of our communities, where our whole community's been taken over, and all sorts of atrocities happening to us. So these things need to be taught to our children so that way we can have an understanding on where we're coming from and where we need to go in order to combat the circumstances of lack of resources and lack of economic growth in our community that is plaguing us to a point where mass incarceration is becoming $1 trillion business based off of our men and our people struggling and passing on generational poverty, as the ones that infringed on us and took everything from us are passing on generational wealth. These are things we need to think about. What do you think when it comes to the school curriculum and us sending our children out to be educated by those that don't really have our best interests at hand? Thus, not having our best interests at hand, you best to believe they don't have our children's best interests at hand. And in turn, our communities look the way they look. You look around, check around, look around. You see the community, you see the problem. Where's our small businesses at? Where's our grocery stores at? Where's our farms at? Where's our homeowners at? This is all based off of economics and it's been done to us on purpose. So with that, I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. But that is the question. You let me know. Peace, peace.